Hi guys, welcome back to RAF Football Ninja TV. So I know many of us have seen the quarterfinal Champions League draw 2022/2023, and everybody has their own say on the games and pre-matches and favorite team to advance to the finals and all that. But before I move on, kindly subscribe to this channel, please. Don't forget to like the videos I post on my channel. And moving on, Chelsea and Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Manchester City, Benfica, Inter Milan, AC Milan, Napoli were the quarterfinal finalists, and the draw just was just released, and many people are saying that this draw is a very interesting one, a very flabbergasting one, if everybody would agree with me. Chelsea is going to play Real Madrid. As you can see, the first game is going to be in Real Madrid's home. Benfica is going to face Inter Milan. Manchester City is going to face Bayern. AC Milan is going to face Napoli. And the winners from Chelsea, Madrid, Napoli, AC Milan are going to. The winners from Chelsea, Madrid, and Manchester City, Bayern Munich are going to face each other. Before that will be the advance to the semi-finals. Then the winners from these two clashes are going to come together to play themselves in the final. So anyone who wins from Madrid, Chelsea will play anyone that wins from Manchester City and Bayern. Anyone that wins from Napoli will play AC Milan, and the same goes for Benfica and Inter Milan. So this draw was very, as I said before, it's very astonishing, and many people still say Chelsea. If you are going to predict that game, Real Madrid is the higher candidate to win the game. That's what it's been out, and it's not too. It's not true that Chelsea have been having flaws, and it's not also a lie that Madrid has more higher advantage over Chelsea. Looking at their recent plays and when we were under Thomas Tuchel, how the team was, how the manager was showing us how tactical he is in experience and other things. And now we could see Graham Potter is on for the job, and he just released a statement this morning before the draw was being released. I'm coming to that statement. It shows his intentions for the team and how well he thinks the team can go forward as from the wins he have had. Why? But I'm saying this draw is a very interesting one. Real Madrid going to face Chelsea. Looking at it from now, we don't know how the players and how everything is going to turn out before the game starts in the next in the next months. It's going to start April. That's when the game is going to play. That's when we're going to play these games. It's going to start April 11th. That is after Easter. That's when the games are going to be played. But we don't really know the dates. The day we can't. We are going to play it on Tuesday, and maybe the next week the other teams will play. So as of next month, Chelsea would be thinking of whether they are going to go to the semi-finals, and also Manchester City will be thinking of whether they are going to go to the semi-finals. And also that match against Bayern Munich and Man City is also a very interesting match to watch. Looking at everything now, football you cannot predict it. It's a very interesting sport. That's why it makes it very difficult to predict. You don't know who's going to win, especially when they are playing big clubs. Sometimes small clubs make it very interesting and you see they win. But this is a big club match, Champions League game, and many people would say, okay, they have their favorites for this game, they have a favorite for that. But I would say before the game, few weeks to the game, I'm going to release my video giving my predictions on who would win. The way, as I said before, it depends on what happens before that match, before the games is being kicked off. But looking at Graham Potter's um statement, he is so very confident that Chelsea is capable of winning the Champions League, and is very confident that Chelsea would win their game against Everton that will kick off tomorrow by 5:30 UK time. And we believe with the confidence of the team now, why not win this game? But the Champions League is a very good goal. It's not a bad one. It shows the confidence and what is aspiring for the players. But we just got to keep our heads in the game and let's see what happens. Because we can know that Madrid is not a team you play with in the Champions League because we have played them before. Many English sides have played them and lost. They have come back. They are the champions, and they have the quality in them. They have the team, but also we can also ride out the opponents. Chelsea too has the major teams. They have the squad depth. They have the ability to win the games. They have enough players with enough quality to win this game. Now going to Man City game, Man City Bayern. Man City Bayern, they have Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne, and after Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne, you move down to they have good defenders right now, more defensive than before. We can't write Bayern Munich out. Bayern Munich has very interesting squad. They removed PSG, the famous side, and we don't know what to expect. As I say, the game is very interesting. Football is a game that occurs when many players get injured as time move on, as games played. Many players come from injury before these games have been played and pick up their form. So you don't know who is going to perform. You don't know what will happen in that game. But we just expect the game to be very interesting, and that is why football, the Champions League, is one of my best. Is in fact, it's the best sport I have. Football is one of the best, and that's why I love football. So that's what I think about this Champions League draw. And another draw I am looking at, Napoli is facing AC Milan, and that game is not also a game you look at, two Italian sides facing each other, which they have probably done. And Napoli has been more victorious this season with the likes of Vito Osimhen and many of their players. They have been very interesting to watch. But I think they have more as at now. They have more leverage, and with the form they have now, your step they don't. They have injuries before then, as I said. They have more opportunity to get to the final than any other club in this draw. That's what I think. That's what I think. But between Benfica and Inter Milan, I don't really know. You know, that draw, so this is a game you don't know who to predict, despite the form of Inter Milan this season. But as you can see, Inter Milan are still not going to go out without a fight, having to know that Benfica is not also a side that is not on form. They are on good form this season. They have been really playing well after the exit of Enzo Fernandez. They have been wonderful, and I think the draw will wait till next month, April, before we can see this game kick on live. But before then, thank you for watching these videos. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Goodbye.